Greetings and welcome to episode 67 of our Let's Play series. In today's episode, we're going to be knocking out more of this refined storage auto crafting setup. So, let's just jump right in. So the goal today is to fill out this wall and to make it look as nice as possible with as little as possible. So, let's tackle that. Grab my hammer. I'm gonna bash out just a little bit more. That little spot there, good to go. Okay, so we're gonna work on putting our wall of those up there pretty much, so we can store recipes in them. Let's start with the basics here. We need to go with the crafter. I want to make, let's say, 10 of them, and let's just get it started. It's missing printed advanced circuits. It's missing these basic processors. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach it how to do them. So basic processor, let's start with that. Let's see here. Basic processor. Okay, got it. Throw it in the solderer. Easy peasy. We may have to put in a second solderer at this rate, but that's fine. Next, we need to teach it how to do one of these. Now, we can either teach to do this one or this one. I'm just going to teach to do this one because it's not like it's any faster. While we're at it, we might as well teach the other one as well, because we already taught it the iron one. And then from there, we need to teach it these ones. I'm not sure we taught it those ones. Let's go check real quick. So it does not know the gold one. Let's teach it the gold one real quick. Or this one. There we go. Wrong. There we go. Teach it that one. Throw it in here. Now we should be able to do it. Let's go back to what we were doing. Crafters. And start our 10. There we go. Okay, so we'll let those cook up real quick, because it's going to have to go through and do some soldering. We'll be able to put some upgrades in here eventually to make it go a little bit faster. In fact, while we wait, let's make a few upgrades. Speed upgrade. It's going to be essential to what we're going to do. So we're going to need some sugar. We're going to need one of these upgrades. So let's make one of those. And to make one of those, let's make a recipe of it. So, wait, we don't need to go that far. Just grab it right here. It's not processing. Just something to make. There we go. Now the speed one's going to require sugar. I don't directly have sugar in the system, so we're going to have to add some. Yeah, it's just a regular recipe. Okay, so we got the casing for it. Or what is it called? It is just an upgrade. Okay. Basically, we need sugar. We don't have sugar here. So let's see what's the easiest way to make sugar for us right now. I think the easiest way is just some sugar cane. And we have a little bit of that. Grab that there, and that there. We'll have plenty. Up we go. next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go for. We're gonna need a speed upgrade or two. How come we can't take it? Oh, wrong one. That's why. We'll go with 6 to start with. Pulverize that stack. And let's just throw these in here. We'll grab about that much to get us started here. Now, we're going to throw these in the system. And the next step, we're going to break this sucker off. I'm going to put it right here next to the other one, after I get a crafter. We only have one crafter so far. Oh yeah, these processors are slow. What can I say? Set this solderer next to it. And then we're going to need an importer. We don't have any in there. So let's see here. We're missing that other one. This is exactly why we made it the way we did. So that we can... Let's see. We don't have either of those. So grab some gold. Whoops, you gotta spell it right. Wrote in there. Okay, so these can work by being connected. I'm not gonna need another network connection. I'm just gonna need another importer. This makes things extremely convenient. So, with that, we're gonna need the ingredients to make this, which is, okay, printed circuits. Okay, I'm gonna need, let's say, 2 of these. We're making these right now. And some redstone. So wait for the gold. We need to wait for these. In the process of waiting for those, let's make our speed upgrades. Okay, so we're gonna need, because we're gonna upgrade our machines right now. In fact, there's no sense waiting, because those solderers need to be a lot faster. 6 of those, some sugar. Might as well show them what we're made of here. Okay, we got 12 of those, that's good. While that's working, we'll throw these in the system here. And then I need them. Son of a gun. Where did I put them? There they are. Okay, so this will give us our importer. Once this here finishes, so I'll just pull this out and directly put it in the system. Like so. So it just goes faster. Doesn't increase the speed a whole bunch, but it does quite a bit. Like so. Then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now I'll make our importer real quick. Or wait, we need to make these to make our importer. Okay, so grab that. Let's make our importer. Right there. So, make the recipe. And then actually make an importer, because I'm not going to wait for the recipe. There we go. So we'll throw this. No, this is just a crafting one. There we go. Okay, good enough. So while that's waiting there, we're going to throw this in here. That one's done, so we should have 10 crafters. Yep. Perfect. Those are exactly what we're going to need for today's run. So what I want to do is make sure we have a lot of our basic processes down. Throw a couple crafters up here because we're going to want to put more stuff in them. Don't necessarily like it like that, so let's enable our jetpack. We're facing like so. Okay. Move that out of the way there. Turn off our jetpack so we can get through doorways. So, we made a basic one for an importer. Let's make a basic one for an exporter. Let's go up here. Exporter. There we go. Now, that'll be the last one for there. So now what I want to do is, we're going to start with a little bit different angle now. We're going to go with thermal expansion. If I put the at in front of it. We're going to teach to make the basic components that we use every day. Not just every day, but pretty much all the stuff we do. We just refine all this sugar, right? So with that, how do we do that recipe? It required the pulverizer. So, let's make a pulverizer. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to teach the machine frame. And then I'm going to teach the gear that goes in the machine frame. Then I'm going to teach it this gear. And the redstone transmission or reception coil. We're going to teach it all these parts all along the way. We're going to teach the recipe how to make planks. We're going to teach the recipe how to cook cobblestone into stone if we need it. We're going to teach it all those things. This is why we put up all those extra crafters. So that we're not going to have problems making what we need. So with that, we're going to go up here like this. Our piston may have a problem, but we'll figure that out shortly. Okay, so we have planks right now. What we need to do is teach it how to make them. Teach it how to make planks, teach it how to make sticks. And so for that, we don't use oak, that's right. Birch. We're gonna go like so. And then I'm gonna take one of these and put it right there. Like so. More basics. You're gonna want to. There's gonna be a lot of basics that you're gonna teach it, because it's a simple. It does simple automation. So if you don't teach it the most basic portions of your automation, it will get stuck, and you'll have to stop to figure out why it's not doing what you need it to do. So, next, let's look at our pulverizer. This is just for the basic stuff for our pulverizer, right? So now we can do the recipe for the pulverizer itself. Wrong button. Clear that. Pulverizer. Now we can make the pulverizer. All that work just for one pulverizer. But it's worth it. So, now let's tell it to make a pulverizer and watch how fast it works. So, look it up. There it is. Pulverizer. Craft one. Start. We gave it the tools to be able to make everything it needs except for the glass, which we'll get to. Let's just let it go. There. We have a pulverizer now. So, now, we're going to put this pulverizer in place as well. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start by putting the pulverizer right there. And I've already made a mistake. Pick it up. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to want to do is carve out the back where this pulverizer is going to go first. We're going to start there. And I just did it again, but that's okay. I should be able to reach it without a problem. The crafter here is going to have to be off the pulverizer. What we're going to do is close off everything. But we want the input for the pulverizer to be on the back. Because that's how the crafter is going to work. It's going to push everything through that inventory. So, next step. I'm going to want power to go to the pulverizer. So the basic setup for that is we're going to need one of our lovely advanced power cells. And then we're going to need some cabling. We're going to switch out to this one. So what I'm going to start with first is going to go like this. We'll eventually change the way it looks at some point, but for now, this is going to be a decent enough solution. Because we're going to put more machines along here to add to what we want to do. This is just one. Now, you may be wondering what the next step is. The next step is we're going to need to cable it into the network. We're going to put another importer. So that means our export is going to be going up. Like so. So, let's sell it. We want another importer. Have it craft it. Like so. We have another one. Put it in place. Okay, so now we have two things. We have power. We have connection to the network. The crafter probably doesn't have a connection to the network, so we're going to have to fix that. Like so. And now we need to give the crafter recipes. What is one of the recipes we just used? It's pretty simple. We just use sugarcane. Let's make it again. But for the recipe this time. So the plan is to go like this, and it's a process. So we're going to put that in there. Well, we didn't want that. We'll go down to 1. Okay, give me 1 piece of sugar. There we go. To make 1. Grab the pattern. Throw everything else back in the system. Open this up. Throw in sugar. If I ask this system for sugar, if I ask it to craft sugar, it knows how to do it now. Next thing we always use. What is the next thing we always use? Obsidian. So, what's the best thing we can do to make obsidian? Go up here to our pattern. We're going to look up obsidian. We're going to need another process. So we cleared it, so we won't have an issue. And it is obsidian like that, right? Then we got to actually crush the obsidian. Like so. Because we're going to need the other one as a part of it as well. Because we're going to need to tell it how many we're going to get back as well. Like so. So you're going to tell it 1 piece of obsidian is going to make you 4 pulverized obsidian. You don't just tell it 1 piece, because then it will throw a whole bunch of obsidian in there if it needs 4 pieces of pulverized obsidian. Then, what we're going to do is throw it in there. Now watch. It's going to be there. So if we hit obsidian, you see that it has the ability to craft pulverized obsidian. So let's make 10 pieces and see what happens. Oops, we hit the wrong button. If we hit craft, 10, start, you're going to see that it has the ability. Go over here to system, and you see the pulverizer is working. Now we'll eventually upgrade this system. And we can even upgrade the speed of the crafter, but that doesn't really matter because it's just pumping a few items in there. But it is taking 3 pieces of obsidian, because 2 would be 8, 3 is 12, it's giving us the 10 we're asking for. It will always go in increments to give us the exact amounts that we need. Now, we're going to continue to scale this out. We're going to add a redstone furnace here. We're going to add a magma crucible. We're going to add an item transposer. A fluid transposer, just like what we use here, but over here. So that the recipes we use to make the items we need can be in the system, so we can craft everything from that point. Now remember, everything's going to have to be basic, and everything's going to have to be from the beginning. Don't think that we're not going to have to teach any specific recipe. So we're going to keep scaling it up like this to add more recipes that we need. We'll add the processing recipes, and we'll add the basic recipes. And we'll just keep going around and around. Now, yes, this will continue to use more and more power as we continue to go up. But if you look at it, right, we're using 77 FE per tick, which I think is equivalent to 77 RF per tick. That still really isn't a lot for our system downstairs. So we're really helping out our system by continuing to grow and expand like this. And tomorrow we're going to do a little bit more and hopefully get a lot more done. Because I won't be explaining it as much, but I'll be scaling it out quite efficiently. So, with that, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.